I've been working with a girl recently who has been having trouble with crying at random times and in random situations and not understanding why. And her school have been brilliant, her family have been brilliant. When I met her, she just seemed like a very happy, well balanced young lady. And we went through everything in her first appointment to try and figure out what was going on. And in the end, we came to the conclusion that it must be hormones, because you're at that kind of age where hormones can start to ramp up and get going. So she's on her medicine for that. She's got something to calm the hormones down a little bit. And she's also on this first aid mix that I'm about to show you. And I'm showing you because actually randomly crying at inconvenient times is a thing that can happen as an adult as well. I'm not talking about depression, that's a different thing entirely, and that needs an entirely different treatment protocol. But I'm talking about heartbreak or grief or just life, maybe a little bit of hormones as well. But we all have those times where we really want to cry and it's not appropriate to do so when we're at work or in front of the kids or whatever. So I just want to show you my 3 favourite first aid herbs for that situation. So that you still get to have a cry when it's convenient for you, but in the meantime, you can keep yourself going and fairly functional. So these are my favourite 3. First one is motherwort. Obviously, we're in December now, so I'm a little bit limited in terms of what I can show you with the fresh herbs, but motherwort is a herb that most people have never heard of. But it's so amazing for so many things, and I put it in lots and lots of my prescriptions. So its Latin name is Leonurus cardiaca, as you can see here, and that means lion heart. It gives you your fight back, it gives you your bravery, and I use it for people who need a good mum, even if they don't actually have a good mum. It gives you that sort of loving, nurturing, caring, compassionate energy that all of us need sometimes. And if you feel the leaf, I mean, it tastes disgusting. It's quite bitter. It's not the best to taste, but it's all right if you mix it with these other 2. But the leaf is really soft, and it's like a little paw or a little hand that you can just stroke. It's really gentle. The plant, I've got a video about it on my Physic YouTube channel. So it's got really soft leaves, but really spiky seed pods. So you've got that kind of soft gentleness, but that sort of don't get on the wrong side of me kind of vibe coming from the plant, which again is kind of like a typical mum. If you take this on its own, it gives you an immediate sort of calming, centering effect. It's quite grounding, but it doesn't make you drowsy like some other herbs would. So you can still drive and operate heavy machinery after you've had a dose of motherwort. So I use it typically for people who say, I wish my mum was here. I wish I could talk to my mum about this. I really miss my mum. So this is basically a good mum in a bottle. Then I mix it with lemon balm, which if I had to say I had a favourite herb, I guess it would be lemon balm. Because it's so clever, it just does everything. It helps to lift you up if you feel down. It helps to calm you down if you feel too anxious. It really calms down that gut-brain connection as well. So if your stress is going to your digestion and aggravating that, you could use lemon balm in a similar way to how you might use chamomile, I suppose. And it looks beautiful, it tastes beautiful. Doesn't smell too much at the moment, but if you haven't got some of this in your garden, please do get some and have the fresh tea when it comes out next spring and summer. Keep it in a pot because it's part of the mint family and it's very rampant, but do have some. It's like the best of your herbal first aid plants that you could keep in your garden. But back before we knew about the nervous system and the effect of that on the mood, how that regulates our mood, we used to talk about our mood being governed by our heart, and we used to take herbal cordials to help nourish and soothe the heart. So lemon balm was a typical cordial that we might use. I just love it. It's a brilliant herb. And then the last one is rose. We are in December. I can't get you a fresh rose, I'm afraid, but you probably know what a rose looks like. And this syrup is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a hug in a bottle, and I can't describe the feeling when you take it, but if you're sad or grieving or crying for no apparent reason, it just gives you a hug. It's like rose flavoured Turkish delight, I suppose, but it's medicinal. So you're allowed to have quite hefty amounts of it if you want to. And it just puts its arms around you, gives you a hug, and just makes everything okay again. So I use roughly equal parts of these three, the rose, the lemon balm, and the motherwort, just as a first aid mix. Now, this is not instead of crying, because you need to cry. It contains tears of sadness, contain stress hormones that tears of joy don't contain. So you need that physical release. You need to get rid of those hormones. And if you don't, you're kind of storing up trouble with things like sinusitis and chronic catarrhal conditions, amongst others as well. So you do need to let yourself go and have a cry, but you can do it on your own terms if you take this mix. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're having to cry on the inside, this mix, in my experience, will keep you going for about 5 hours or so. Let me know and I will pop some in the post to you. Okay, I'm Hannah from Herbology. If you found this interesting, please do like and share it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.